Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Jazzy Video Story Sasquatch here, and we are doing our horror movie night in the cave. We're gonna switch from movies here though, and start our first ever horror series for either show or anything for this channel. Of course, it is Ash versus the Evil Dead. We'll start here with that, and I have a new movie as well at the end of that. So let's start with this. We got Ash versus Evil Dead, episode 1, season 1, El Jefe. Came out Halloween of 2015. Opens with Ash in a mobile home leaving, and he's going to a bar. Hits on a woman and claims he served a child on a train. And that's how he lost his hand. He ends up back in the bathroom with the chick, and she flashes into a deadite. He leaves the bar, and then all of a sudden he gets home, finds a bag of weed in the Book of Dead, and realizes he fucked up. At this same time, two Michigan cops pull up. So this is the B story. Is the detective here following Ash after she sees what goes on in this house when she pulls up. Of course, it's a deadite and it's hunting them, and then her partner turns into a deadite, and then she kills him. And now she has to explain this to the whole force that her partner turned into a zombie thing. And now she's gonna be crazy. So that's a pretty good little story, and like it's pretty cool to see how they definitely kept the gore in this, and that's awesome. I mean, you can't really have Evil Dead without the gore and all. I mean, this show knows exactly what it is, and it really is kind of just being that. So we go back to Ash at the book, who calls the bookstore saying he needs help translating the book after talking with his neighbor. The weather flashes, and he has another deadite flash. He stops at his job, tries to pick up his check. And then he has to work a full shift. The guy there, Pablo, is his like little buddy. He kind of follows him around, helps him while he's working. You kind of see that they really go out to make Ash seem like a piece of shit. He even hits on Pablo's clearly crushing on this girl, and he hits on the girl that they just got hired. The female cop is back at the diner, and some officers back in, walk in, back to her and talk, and you can tell. And I think that's the first time we saw Lucy Lawless too. At Ash's house, at his work, he's in their office, and the spirits start messing with them. A little doll turns into like a crazy thing, goes after him, and kills him, or tries to kill him. And as that happening, Pablo walks in and saves him and tells him that his uncle is a brujo, and that he would always talk about a Hell Jefe, and he thinks that Ash is a Hell Jefe. And that kind of gets their story together here. Ash runs away doing this. We see the girl who just got hired talking with her dad on FaceTime. And when her mom, who just passed away, walks in the door, of course, we know she's a deadite. We know that the Evil Dead's coming back and returning for Ash and all this. When we get back here, back to the detective at the house, going through it alone, Pablo takes Kelly to Ash's trailer. She's about to go outside. The evil spirit comes lurking around. They freeze in the trailer as it crawls around. Ash is now forced to help the two and grab an axe, chop the deadite's arm off. The more and more keep attacking them, and that is how this episode ends. After this episode, we get episode 2. Came out November 7th of 2015. They're still at the trailer. He tells them that they're deadites. He tells them about the deadites and everything in the Book of the Dead, and how he all like is basically the story here. And we're all that another deadite shows up. It's the boss of the store worker. They kill him while they're driving. It's a pretty cool scene there. They're driving to get Kelly because Kelly left with the Book of the Dead and went to her parents' house. They show up to the parents' house. Everything is fine. Ash don't believe the mom's story. The cops show up to Ash, and the neighbors give them a sketch of Ash, so he knows what he looks like. Pablo admits to taking his book. They agree to having a dinner with the family, even though Ash is convinced the parents are deadites. Trying to bait him in during the dinner, Ash gets up and stabs the mom. Of course, she turns into a deadite, and then they have a whole fight there with them. That's pretty much how this ends. This part of that ends, and it really ends with the detective walking to the bookstore that Ash is going to. Episode 3, Books Beyond, November 14th, 2015. Lucy Lawless pops up at the parents' house looking around when the dad pops up from the ground, and she kills it, pretty much tortures it, looking for Ash. The group show up to the bookstore. Ash walks in, and when she does that, the detective is just leaving. The detective walks in trying to arrest Ash, and Pablo knocks her out. They handcuff her, realize that there's actually in trouble. They decide to summon a demon. So I'm guessing this is pretty much how most of the episodes are going to work. Is they show up to somewhere, and when they show up to somewhere, um, that's when like all the nonsense will happen that they'll have to go through at that point in time, leading on to a higher arc throughout the season. And if you can tell this with the next episode too. But they discover the demon. They get the demon out, talk to him, have to kill him, of course, and then of course it doesn't go away, as we'll find out the next episode. And in this process, the detective's still tied to the thing, and that's kind of where everything ends. Is them agreeing to go see the Brujo, who is Pablo's uncle. Episode 4, the Brujo. We open with the detective being attacked by the deadite shop owner, and Lucy Lawless comes in and saves her. Back to the group driving a highway when Kelly's starting to get sick. They get attacked by a demon cloud. We end up finding out that Kelly's starting to get sick because she is possessed by the demon that they woke up. They get to the Brujo, back to the Lucy Lawless, explaining everything to the detective. The group talks to the Brujo, decides to do a ritual, let out the power Ash has. Lucy Lawless is Ash's real hand, we find out in the B story, and it's moving so that they know that they're close to him because it's tracking them using the hand because the hand would go back to the master. Kelly is possessed by the demon when they woke up to find out how to stop what Ash did. Yeah, so Ash has a trip and as he's tripping, he finds out how to stop what he did. And as this is happening, the demon is actually in the room with him alone, goes and attacks it. We find that Kelly happens, and that's just kind of where this episode ends, is Ash trying to kill Kelly apparently, but he really is not. He's trying to kill the demon. We'll talk more about that next week with the horror movie in the cave. Ash versus the Evil Dead. And the movie here we're going to talk about is Kill Trip, directed by Christian McKay, starring Samir Armstrong, Corin Nemec, and Stilio Savante. On the way to a Texas musical festival, a group of friends catches a ride with a magnetic van driver, but when people start vanishing, the real headliner becomes survival. Came out June 17th, 2026. This movie sucks so bad, I don't really want to do a review on it, but since I was already doing the Ash vs. Evil and didn't watch another movie, I figured I would. Terrible story arcs, terrible structure. We're talking about a horror movie here, or a slasher movie, where I think it was like 25 minutes in before we finally got a death, and then another 23 minutes again before we saw another sequence. The hour 40 minutes, and it's way too long of a movie. It makes no sense. It's like someone that has a high school understanding of what horror movies are did this and wanted to make a high school little Romeo and Juliet love story, and it just fucking sucked. And I'm mad that I wasted an hour and 40 minutes watching it, but at least you got to hear that quick little review for it. I hope that when you see it, you pass it by. And that is Kill Trip, directed by Christian McKay. That is our horror movie night in the cave. We'll get some more older horror movies. I think I want to watch some more older horror movies over the week for next week, and plus we'll do our 4 episodes of Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a good rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section, and see you next time in the cave.